Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nat Geo. It's another hot pink Sunday. Can't talk. Here we are again. I feel that I haven't been on YouTube for a while because it's been a week really. So, and I didn't do my Friday live. I haven't done the true crime mysteries. But I have to say that it's been a very busy and difficult week. But we'll be back at it, and you might have a little surprise for Easter, everyone. So keep an eye out on the community tab and Instagram. And before we start, I want to say that we reached 3K on YouTube, and thank you, everyone. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to the newcomers. Hey.
Yes.
How are
Yes,
you?
I need to echo. We were talking backstage, but it's just been one of those. The last couple weeks have just been so crazy, and so last week I was not good about keeping up on the YouTubes. I think I posted like 1 or 2 days. I try to post once a day on there, but it has been a crazy busy week.
You know what? Although this is what we do, and we're on YouTube and social media, you're also a lot on TikTok, Georgio, and you do a lot on Reels and Instagram. Sometimes because we are humans and we do have a life outside of social media and outside of the internet, that you need to slow down and but we are always under this pressure that we have to deliver. We have to, because we do feel your love, guys. We do receive the support and we love and the love, and we do want to give back as much as we can. But sometimes it puts us on the spot, it just puts us on this pressure that we have to deliver and we have to produce. But hey, Georgio, personally, I'd rather produce less, but at least it's going to be quality content and at least it's going to be meaningful for my subs than start overproducing just for the sake of it, just for the algorithm to love me even more. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, I agree. And I actually I was listening I don't remember what podcast it was, but I was listening to where it on YouTube, posting 2 to 3 times a week, but making it really like impactful is better than just posting every day. Plus, not to bore everyone, but I am like working on it's called Deep Dive series for YouTube, but the first episode is going to be Taylor Armstrong. So I'm going to do it around public figures or celebrities in pop culture that I find have like a very like dynamic or interesting story, not like super like long episode, but like more of a deeper dive. So the first episode is going to be around Taylor Armstrong from Housewives and kind of like
nice.
that whole transition with her husband and being on the show and all that stuff. So yes, fun stuff coming ahead.
Fun stuff. So there you go, everyone. So keep up with Giorgio too. Everything is posted down in the chat as well. So head on over to his channel, subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're new here. Laura is new here. She's from Charlotte. Hey, hello and
Welcome.
welcome. And yeah, we understand it takes time. It does, you guys. And this is what we're discussing with Giorgio backstage, right? We were just saying that we're both Aquarius, you know that. So funnily enough, Giorgio and I are very connected. Like since the first time we met, we've always felt like this connection that we really could understand each other. It's not only just the fact that we're Aquarius, it doesn't, I know a lot of Aquarius doesn't mean that I connect the same way with everyone. But here's the thing. When it comes to moods and energies, we're very in sync with Georgia. And we were just saying that as soon as Pluto entered Aquarius, like all hell just broke loose. Everything, we feel like there's a massive change happening in our personal lives, in our private lives, and whatever, outside of what we do here. And it's incredible how we're just feeling it. And I do talk to a lot of Aquariuses out there, or people who have like a rising or a moon in Aquarius. They're all feeling the same way. So interesting times ahead, you guys. I'm not just talking about Aquariuses, for everyone. Everyone. So interesting times ahead. Don't be scared. Even if things seem right now a little bit sort of tense or a little bit volatile or vulnerable, don't worry. ride that wave. Trust me, trust your psychic, trust your healer. Ride that wave. That's all you can do right now. Now we'll do a special video on everything that's been going on and some more predictions, collective predictions as well. So, but go with it, go with it. Hello from LA. Amber's in LA.
Hi, Amber. You know what's funny? Really quickly, but if you guys have not gotten the new Paris Hilton memoir, you should. It's very, very good. I must say, very
Oh,
good. Also, finally gave out her top 3. So, do you know that I almost screamed because I always have felt this like connection
I
to her.
know.
You know what I mean? So, and like I feel like we kind of grew up together because I remember from being like in my teen years when she first popped up on the scene. Nonetheless, obviously I knew she was an Aquarius, but I didn't know what her sun, rising, moon. So in the book, she does give that, and it's funny because my 3 are sun is Aquarius, rising is Aquarius, moon is Leo. Hers is sun is Aquarius, rising is Sagittarius, and the moon is Leo.
Oh,
So it's like it's almost like spot the same. It's just I mean obviously she's a female, so it's a little bit different, but it's like funny because a lot of times when I even as of late, like when reading the book, like there's a lot of things in there that are like, oh yeah. Same mentality.
the funny thing is, I feel. Where did you say moon in Leo?
Yes, so we both have a
Yeah,
Leo
you
moon
both
and
have.
our sun is in Aquarius, but the only difference is our rising is different. She's a Sag, mine's Aquarius, so I'm a
And
double
yours is
aqua.
Aquarius. But the funny thing is that like Paris, what saves her, in quotes, don't go after me for saying that, is her Leo moon. Meaning the reason why she was so popular and she became the first influencer essentially back then was of the Leo moon. Because if she had a different moon with that Aqua and Sag, it would have been a different story. Because she would have been all over the place with that Aqua and Sag energy in her sun and rising. So it's really interesting. And it's interesting because look at you as well, like how one sign, the rising, can change a lot about the energy of a person. You know what I mean? Paris doesn't come across warm. That's Aquarius. Aquarius don't always come across warm. That's a fact. But you do, for instance. You know? Why? Because you're rising. And of course, we have to look at your chart, but because it has to do with where your Mars is, Jupiter, your Venus, etc. But and I've seen your chart, I just don't remember right now. But with Paris, it's interesting how one sign or one placement or even 1 degree in astrology can change a lot in someone's chart.
Totally. Like it could be like night and day even with certain things.
Absolutely.
So
It's interesting. So have you finished the book already? Have you read the whole thing?
yeah, no, I actually finished it in about I want to say total because I did it in one day, but I broke it up in a couple periods. But it was an easy read. I learned, and I always knew a ton about her just from whatever. But there was even more in this book, like that explained certain periods that I remember that she opens up about a lot more than I thought she would.
Interesting. Well, a lot of people in the chat are agreeing. They're saying that it's an easy listen, good info. It's interesting. It's good to see, to get to know Paris from to see Paris in a different light and really appreciate also what she went through in her childhood, because obviously we all see these stars and these influences and we do forget that, they're human beings and they also been through trauma. They've also been through things in their life and challenges that we might not be privy of, but it doesn't mean that they haven't gone through stuff, because everything at the end of the day, it's just an image, it's just a facade out there.
Yeah, it's interesting because she stopped taking any money from her parents from like 17.
Oh, really?
So she
Interesting.
worked, yeah. So she like, and I remember back in the day when she was like with, when she did the Vanity Fair shoot with
Yeah,
Nikki, she did that behind her parents' back, and then she just went and signed up with modeling agencies because she got popular. So it was just interesting to see like she was defiant in wanting to make her own money because money to her equaled freedom, and she was very
sure.
rebellious. And so when I was a teenager, I related to that a lot because I was very rebellious as well. So I equated the same thing. It was like, oh, if I just start working, then I can do what I want because then no one can tell me what to do. So it was just very interesting. But she got in trouble a lot.
That was me as an Aquarius too. I
Yeah,
was
we can't
very
help ourselves.
independent. Very independent. I did not want to depend on my parents, even if that was to my detriment. Like I lived in crappy little studio apartments in London just because I didn't want to use the family flat. Um Stuff like that, but that made me happier, and I was always in trouble when I was a teen. Always in trouble too. So that's the rebellious streak of Aquariuses, you guys.
We also know how to sneak out of places, apparently.
Oh, that is so true. Or sneak in boyfriends. Oops, I didn't say that. Just
Well,
saying
not
that I
now.
used to
Not now. Let's
not
clarify.
now.
This is going to get
Married.
chopped up and thrown on the internet like we're be like sneaking in people. No. Yeah, no. So it's funny. It's just funny the quirkiness of Aquarius
An
traits.
Aquarius, I agree. So shall we go back to another quirky Aquarius that we somewhat love, Denise Richards, and let's go
Yeah.
to another quirky ex-housewife, Kim Richards, and another one. It's just crazy.
It's been nonstop cameos. It's crazy.
So what's going on, Georgia? Just let us know what is going on.
So, first off, I was noticing that I always can count on Kyle to let us know when they're filming because she wants us to know so that people can kind of like stay interested. She'd posted on her Instagram stories a video. She was sitting at her dining table. It looked like there was a dinner party of some sort. Justin Sylvester was in the shot and she was like, filming him, but you could see there was place like name cards at the table. So I could hear Garcelle in the background. There was a cameraman. So I was like, okay, they're filming a dinner party, nothing crazy. But then I noticed the name card next to Garcelle said Denise. And I was like,
Good eye.
what? So like that started, and then I went to I'm friendly with Camille, so I saw that she was on her way to a dinner party in Beverly Hills, is what her thing said, and then I put two and two together. So they were all filming there, and also Cynthia Bailey was there filming
Mhm.
at that same dinner party. And then obviously we saw Kim Richards, but they were just filming again for Sutton's event because they were doing interviews at Sutton's boutique, and Kim was there again, but no sign of Kathy as of yet. But I do feel Kathy will come in later because
Yeah, she normally does that.
she well, and also because I think they're still filming Paris in Love season 2.
Oh, they're filming season 2? Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That'll be interesting. Are they
Yeah.
filming now in real
I
time?
think they've been filming for a
Okay.
minute, and I think they're gonna wrap because it says that the new season's coming later in 2023. So I'm assuming like in the fall it'll come out. So I would assume they're gonna finish soon, and then Kathy will come in. Probably makes sense why they brought Kim in first. Because I
Oh,
feel like Kim is going to be kind of like used as that neutralizer between Kyle and Kathy to kind of try to bring them together.
this is gonna be so wild.
But the thing that's interesting is bringing back Denise and Camille, because a lot of people weren't so excited about that because they were feeling like, oh, then this is going to be boring because they're bringing all these people in because nobody wants to like do the dirty work, I guess. But I mean, that could be true, but I think it could also be because it's still earlier in the filming process that I feel like they're just trying to give it more of a nostalgic energy because like like bringing Kim back is going to be good because people want to see that. There is a good amount of people that like Denise and Camille and they want them back on the show. So, I mean, I guess it all depends. I did hear the new housewife is already, well, not her so much, but her husband's views on certain things have come out and it's become a topic. So I saw that this morning. So
It's
that's
always the
gonna be good.
husbands. It's always something about the husbands. I
I
can't.
know. I think she might be a little bit, I mean, she probably agrees. But yeah, so I just read this morning that apparently these old tweets, not so old, they were like probably a year old. So, but Anne Marie Wiley is rumored to be the new diamond holder, which will be interesting with these views that she has with her husband. So,
And I agree with Storm. The true fans want to see familiar face. I definitely want to go back to nostalgia lane. Like, just it is a little bit of nostalgia going back to Kim Richards and Camille and all that, the dynamic.
I wanted to go back to the interpersonal conflicts that are going on that are between the ladies,
Right
not
now.
about what's going on off camera
Okay.
in the press. Like, I'm ready for like scrappy Denise
Oh yeah.
and the petty fighting between Kyle and Dorit about stupid stuff. Like, I'm ready to get back into that. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And I guess we'll see if Kathy ends up showing up at some point.
There is a key element here though for next season. Okay, which factors in a lot. We don't have Renna. So this is going to be so interesting to see how the dynamic and the energy between all of them is going to change and how that is going to help this show, because it is on a lifeline right now. In my opinion, it's lifeline. It's just, it wasn't a great season, which is why Renna's gone. And it has been sort of like, we've been seeing the decline of Beverly Hills since the season after Vanderpump left. Lisa Vanderpump. This is totally my opinion as a viewer, as a fan, let's just say, of Bravo.
Yeah, that's true. But the funny thing is that the numbers are the highest. So they know that they can still produce a show, but it's probably going to take, I'm going to say this is going to take them a little bit longer to film and pull together.
You think? Okay. Could be.
I do, because I think Rinna was, to her credit, she went in and this was a job. She went in and she stirred it up. She got people talking about stuff that, I feel like a lot of these women are reading the comments and are more concerned with not being bashed, so they don't go for it. Like, I really hope that we get like Dorit the villain. I want that Dorit back. Like, I'm ready to see her come back. And I'm tired of this like polished situation, but also, I don't know, it could be, maybe that is the case. I mean, they've been very quiet about the drama that's going on. So I don't know if that's for a purpose, because it's, maybe there's not a lot of it, but
I don't know. Maybe because the fans are tired of Bravo hyping up any drama during filming, and then when we watch the show, we're like, "Where is it?"
Yeah.
Like all this building up, this tension and this drama, and then we're all disappointed at the end. So maybe it's better if they just keep it quiet and on the low. So just for us to like experience the show maybe afresh.
Yeah.
Especially if Rena's not there, et cetera, et cetera. And the best comment of the evening, well, my evening, your day, guys, bring back Allison Dubois.
I don't think she would ever come back, but that would be funny.
Why not? I mean, they should do like another session.
They should do another dinner from hell and have all the people come back. I mean, I guess Taylor wouldn't be able to do it because she's on OC now, but
who cares? But Camille is there. Camille is there. She hosted the last dinner, the last dinner from Hell, so she can host
Mm-hmm.
another one as a friend of, and then bring. Oh my God, yes, bring Alison Dubois. If you don't want to bring Alison Dubois, you can bring me. I promise, I'm gonna be bitchy. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it
Yes.
to the right people. So I mean, consider it. Just joking, but yeah. I'm ready to see Erica get dragged. Funnily enough, that is an interesting comment because we haven't been talking about Erica that much now.
I think the tide is turning for her.
I agree. I feel that.
I think I mean, listen, I've always said I've never engaged with her behavior around what's happened since she left Tom. It's never
Mm-hmm.
been that I don't like her. I don't know her, but like in terms of her, I feel like this season she's going to have like a turnaround season where you're going to see the audience kind of go back in her favor a little bit because I think she's going to show a little bit more. They're going to probably show like more of how she's got her life back together or being
Sure.
more independent or maybe more of that therapy stuff that she showed us at the end of last season. But it will be interesting to see how the ladies feel about Denise and Camille because they didn't all leave on good terms because Denise had a crappy reunion with them over Zoom.
Yeah.
It was Garcelle's first season, but now Garcelle's very comfortable. So, and I think they've been trying to warm Lisa Vanderpump up to come back too. But I mean, never say never. But I think now that Lisa Rinna is gone,
And I'm sure, and you know what? And I'm also sure that Brandy is kicking herself because she could have been another one of those,
she
like,
would have definitely been at that dinner party if this other stuff wasn't going
absolutely.
on.
Absolutely. So it's a shame that we don't have Brandy as well for entertainment purposes. But we'll see. I don't know. We can read around it a little bit as well. I don't know. What are your questions, guys? Come on, chat. Drop your questions. Giorgio, how about you?
I have a question. I would love to know because my theory is with Kim Richards coming back, is her role to kind of bring Kathy and Kyle back
Oh, to bring them
a
back, like
connection
to
point?
reconnect.
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm just trying to think of what other reason other than they just are hanging out, but there's got to be a purpose because the Kathy storyline is going to have to be picked up this season with regards to their relationship. So I just wonder if she's brought in for that purpose to make her also feel comfortable.
Well, it is. So here's the thing. I feel that Kim wasn't 100% on board to do it. Okay, when it was suggested to her, or she was asked to join, she was very much on the fence and on the defense mostly. Okay, about it. I do feel though, yes, it is family related. It is family related regarding. I feel it must be something about their image or their
Yep.
reputation as the Richard sisters. Um, so she decided to do it also because she got some money for it, and it's that
It's worth.
amount, that money that she got was very welcome for Kim. And I also feel that she's changing things around. Maybe she's not as adamant not to be on the show because I feel like in the past she didn't want to come back because everything was just exposed. Her problem with alcohol, her relationship with her sister, her crappy relationship with that creepy guy that she had at some point. Remember that guy that she moved in
Yes,
with?
so
Like,
gross. Ugh.
so gross and so awkward and so weird.
Well, and
So there was
also Rena's off the show too, which that was a big trigger for her. So
true, absolutely. So she would consider coming back for sure. So I feel she's testing the waters as well when it comes
hmm
to the fans. Like, how are we going to accept Kim?
yes.
But yeah, I feel it's also two sisters. She is going to play the role of mediator here. She
Okay.
is going to play, and this is funny because Kim is usually the one who's unhinged, or at least this is how we used to view her, right, on the show.
hmm
she's going to be the one now, and mark my words, she's going to come across like the more level-headed, the one that's going to like mediate among the sisters. She's going to balance things out. So that's going to be interesting. I actually like the energy that Kim is putting into this season.
She definitely seems like she's in a good space for sure.
For sure, it feels that way. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. And also, I feel that she's going to get along with most of the cast. So there are not going to be that many issues with other cast members like in the past. She's more, she's balanced. She's more balanced now. She's more centered. So that's good.
That is good.
Let's see if I'm missing.
Let's see what is going on in the chat.
And I wanted to remind you guys that last time we did a reading on Denise, because remember you asked me, that was a couple of months ago, 3 months ago, because there were rumors flying around, is Denise coming back too? And I did say it was, when I read the cards, it is a matter of money. And I do feel that she probably got what she wanted, because Bravo is trying to switch things up right now. Because Bravo is just, they're getting a lot of flack lately for a lot of shows.
I know. They're just not, I think they're not, a lot of these new shows that they've tried to put out are just not doing well. But they also don't promote them. I feel like they just don't promote them either. So I think it's a double-edged sword.
That is true. That's true. But maybe Beverly Hills now next season is sort of like an experiment to see what if they switch things around, they bring like past cast members in as friends of. Let's see. But what we want, and I won't stop saying it, as annoying as it is for all of you watching this show, is that we want reality TV, not reality produced TV.
Yeah.
Full stop. We're tired of that. We're far more sophisticated and intellectual than Bravo or any channel, MTV, whoever it is, they think. So we just want more authentic cast members, genuine cast members, and genuine relationships and dynamics between people. That's why we watch reality TV.
Yeah. I mean, we watch them for those unhinged dynamic stories.
Exactly. Because if we want
for the petty drama.
If we want produced reality, we'll go to Netflix and watch Empire Bling. We'll watch
exactly.
Where there's the glitz, the glamour, the cameras, the music, the everything, and you get what you want from that. But no, we switch on to Bravo, especially back in the beginning when New Jersey was the first Housewives, wasn't it? Or was it New York? OC. Oh, you're right. It was OC. Yes,
because it was inspired from Desperate Housewives.
You're right. It was called Behind the Gates or something like that. Behind the something gates. I remember that.
Yeah, because he was like, he wanted to find a similar type of neighborhood that was like very affluent, and there was this one neighborhood in OC that was gated, and that's where it all started. But now we're in a different space with it. It's evolved, and I think now the stories need to evolve with it.
Oh, look, Storm is dropping the tea. They wanted Alice and Dubois to make a surprise cameo for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, but she declined. I'll take it. I'll take the post. I'll take it.
I think because her and Camille are not, and
I know
they stopped being friends, so she probably didn't want to be around that.
Oh well. There we missed. Well, she's missing the chance, and yeah, and the horrible resume reunions. Yes, Storm. Yes, thank you, Gabrielle. So if you have a question, just add a Q or a question mark so I don't miss it and I can see it in the chat. So
I have a question. I have a question with regards to Denise's return. Do you see her having any conflict?
Ooh, nice. You're bringing in, Georgio, the questions you like.
I want to know if she's going to come waste our time. I don't want to get excited.
Oh, we have to support our little Aqua sister.
I know. She's our little Aqua sister. I'll tell you, that girl is booked and busy. I don't know where these movies come on, but she's got like 7 trailers like every 2 weeks. I'm like, the girl is busy. Good for her. She is working and living her life. Okay,
next season. What are we gonna see? Oh, there might be a little bit about her kids or one of her children. There might be that
I
as a
wonder if it's
storyline.
gonna be about the women
Oh,
maybe discussing the OF. Like,
yes, 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 confirmed. It's going to be the storyline is going to be the daughter. It might be sort of, about.
because she's also on it as well, so that's probably like, oh, mother
Oh.
daughter doing like.
Oh, hold on, Temperance. It's going to be a good season for her, though. It's going to be a good season with the Star and then the Temperance as well, and then the Seven of One, the Seven of Wands. So it's going to be a very good season for Denise.
I feel like they're gonna get her to be a friend of. She's gonna do really well, and I think next season they're gonna offer her diamond back.
Yep. Look, but it's going to be centered around her family. I
Yeah.
also feel Aaron, her husband, will not be as so much on our screens as he was last time, and I'm glad in a sense,
Yep.
personally. But he will also be part of this because it's going to be centered around her family life and her family and her daughter and her daughters. So that's going to be her storyline, basically. So yeah, I mean, it might sound boring now,
No.
but it's not. It's reality TV as long as
No,
it's
but that's interesting, and people want to know about that. That's something that's really happening, and it's been in
yeah.
the press, so it makes sense for her to talk about it. So that would be good.
Absolutely. So let me see if I missed. Is Kim in a good mental place? Is one question. Okay, let's see. I do feel so. I do
I
feel
think
her
you
energy.
said earlier that she was in a better space. That's why she was able to come back and do this.
She's very, very centered. Absolutely. No, she's definitely in a better place, not where she was last time when she was super vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is Storms? I missed the old promise they do early. Yeah, I agree.
I know those were great.
Yeah. Miami was an incredible season.
So good.
So why? Because it was reality TV. It was like the arguments were real. The fact that the women, the two camps, the bitter Bettys that were Alexia and
Mhm.
Marisol were like, they were giving it. And then you had Dr. Nicole. I just loved it.
And we got another another bop from Adriana. Her new song is just like
True.
a hit.
I know. And
She must make a pretty good, decent penny off that first song that she did, because that's the intro song for Miami. That's Adriana's song too.
I didn't realize that.
But now she's recording with Emilio Estefan. So that'll be interesting. So she's doing, I mean, she makes good music, I have to say, like that very like Miami like club, like fun music. So, but yes, Miami did an amazing job with this season.
I like it. That's good. No, I can't wait for next season of Miami, to be honest. It was so good. So, question, who will bring the most drama? That is a good question.
Very good question. I feel like
Let me see
Sutton will.
who we've got. Oh, hold on. We've got Sutton. We've got, remind me who we've got. We've got Sutton, we've got
Sutton,
Kyle.
Crystal,
Erica.
Kyle, Erica, Garcelle, and Dorit.
Not Dorit. I'm telling you intuitively now what I'm picking up. Not Dorit.
Ugh,
Not Kyle.
of course
The
not.
most drama, you said. I'm not saying she's not going to bring the drama, but the most drama. Not Kyle. Not Erica. I want to say another Aqua sis, Crystal.
I think so too. I think she's going to really kind of explode.
Crystal, and I feel that about her energy. I feel that she is at that point where she feels a lot more comfortable in front of the cameras now, and with her castmates, she's going to bring it. She is not going to allow for them to walk all over her and dictate her time on the screen.
She's going to be short fused with a lot of things. I feel like they're going to really pop that more in, and good. Yeah, that's what I felt as well.
So Sutton and Crystal. So wow. Everyone's like, Denise is not good reality TV. Well, let's wait and see, guys. Let's wait.
You guys know you need to go on YouTube right now and you need to watch Denise Richards' It's Complicated. She had 2 seasons on E back in 2009. She's good. She just got scared. She didn't want people going with that storyline and making everything about her, you know, being,
Exactly.
you know, being a fun, flirty girl. She didn't want that to be the.
So let's give her a chance. Let's give her
Yeah, I
another
think
chance.
she'll bring it. She knows how to do it.
Especially now.
Now,
Now
and
she
she should
knows.
know now. You should have learned after the last time you were on there what is expected of you.
Right? So Storm is asked, how's the new housewife Anne Marie Wiley will do with the group? Okay. Ooh. So while I was shuffling, I was picking up. She is a well, she's a wild one, okay? She's very unpredictable, I feel. This is what we're gonna get with her.
Anne
Very
Marie.
unpredictable, Anne Maria. That's what I'm getting. So it's gonna be like, what's her sign? Gabrielle Issa, what's her sign? Because that's interesting because I feel like she like at first she will come across likable, but then she will have moments where she's gonna go like a bit cuckoo or a little bit crazy or a little bit wild. And we're gonna be like, where did that come from? And then she'll just go back to retreating and being quiet, sort of like, I don't want the attention. And then this is what I feel with her. So this is gonna be interesting.
Well, and also I told you that her husband's tweets from like a year ago resurfaced, and apparently it's being brought up on the show.
Oh yeah, not only is that going to be brought up on the show, yeah. Some of her dirty laundry or their dirty laundry as a family is coming out for sure. And she's going to work for this, guys. She's going to take her part in this show, in this reality show, very seriously. That's why I love what I feel that she's going to bring some excitement in.
I don't know. I feel like people are going to be really surprised at how good this season's going to be.
Wow.
I don't know why I feel that way. I don't know why. I just do. There's going to be something magical about it. It's going to be very much more authentic, I think.
Light mission. She feels like a Gemini. She does actually. I mean, I don't know, like a Gemini with a Cancer rising and maybe like a Leo moon, something like that. I'm just guessing.
Ugh, that's a lot.
Oh, was she? Do you know how many people
Oh, yes, you're right. She looked familiar when I pulled her photo up.
Yeah. Oh, really? Because there's so many people that have been on Bravo shows, have been on Millionaire Matchmaker in the past. This is so interesting, actually. Orchid says, I'm personally over Beverly Hills. No one talks about the real problems. That's exactly what we said at the beginning of the show. But I do feel that this is because of the change of dynamic. Rena is no longer there. You know, we just have like a little shift of energies and dynamics. I am actually looking forward to see what they bring. But again, we want less produced shows. We want more authentic people like cast members. Okay,
Absolutely.
don't worry, Gabrielle. You can't find her sign. Thank you for looking. It's fine. We'll find out soon.
We'll find out. We'll dig.
As soon as the show starts, we'll find out. So, are there any other cues, questions for Beverly Hills before we move on to another little mini scandal that's been going around this week about Harry Styles and Emily Ratajkowski?
Never say her last name.
I cannot tell her. I've written it down, Ratajkowski or Ratajkowski.
I think it's
Ratajkowski. I'm sorry for butchering her name, you guys. Oh dear. That's what made Miami so good. I'm with you, Orchid. I'm with you 100%. She's nurse anesthesiologist. Who's that? Call her Emrata. Call her Emrata. Okay, so let's see what's going on, Georgio, with those two now.
Well, apparently they like had a kiss of some sort, Emrata and Harry, but he was also spotted with Olivia.
Hold on. Heather McDonald calls her ride a jet ski. That's smart. That's one way of saying it. So Emily ride a jet ski. Emily ride a jet ski.
That gotta love that Heather McDonald. She is clever. That's gonna be really easy to
Gemini mind. Heather McDonald, she's Gemini. They're very, very resourceful. Very resourceful. So thank you, Storm. Excuse me. Okay, so Emily ride a jet ski. All right. So what's been going on with those two? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, I just think there's a little bit of a. I honestly feel like a lot of this is just for PR. Because it's
Okay.
almost like they're playing this narrative of like, they're trying to make Olivia jealous. They've also, I read an article where they pulled up where Harry Styles said 8 years ago that Emrata was like one of his big crushes. So they're linking it, 8 years later. Now they have their kiss. But he's still kind of being linked to Olivia Wilde, but I don't know. It smells like publicity stunts.
You're right. You're right. It is.
Yeah.
It is a publicity stunt. You're absolutely right. I felt it too. Just wanted to confirm. They got paid. I mean, they've got the contracts there. They want to change the narrative. They want to change the whole, publicity and the outlook of things. Yeah, they were both down for that. The star, just drum up some attention, stir up, attention, etc. So you're right. I agree with you. There's also been rumors of 3 songs with them. Okay, so there you go. Data's right. Yeah, gave me fashion money and exotic trips.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Oh, Denise is late. Oh, Denise. It's okay.
Denise is a busy businesswoman. She's like,
she is.
Yeah, so we're just blessed to have you here at all, Denise. We love you.
Yes, Denise. Denise, you've got to let us know about your business at some point for sure. Maybe people are interested and want to buy from you.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, and anyone who has business, I've said this before that I want to do like last Friday of the month. I'm going to figure out when, like once a month, where I showcase one of the Femmies, their business or what they do, whether it's a website, it's business, it's an e-shop. Why not? Let's do something like that. Let's support each other.
That's a great idea. Great idea.
So go on to Discord, sign up onto Discord because I have added a channel there and you can add your business on that channel. And then I'll figure out how I'm going to format and do this. It might be on Instagram Live, for instance, where I just pop in and we talk about it. And then I just, call you in or you call in. And then we talk a little bit about your business. And if you have like a discount code that you can share with the Femmies, that would be even better if you're selling stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Let's help each other. Let's build this community. You guys, let's do this.
Absolutely.
Oh, Denise, we love you too. Good idea. I'm glad everyone's on board. And I've been wanting to do this and wanted for so long. But okay, here we are. So go to Discord or send me or Gabrielle or Isa, your business details, your website, whatever it is. We will just put everything in a list. And then we will just every month or once every month, I think is good. What we're going to do is we're going to do like a mini live. And we're going to talk about your business, or I'll figure out the format. I'll let you know. Just let us know. Okay, good. I'm glad everyone's liking the idea. Cool. So I don't know what else is there anything else we want to talk about Harry and Emily ride a jet ski? This is exactly what I'm going to call her from now.
I mean, they're kind of like stale. This whole story I feel is like so like desperate for like attention, keep us relevant.
Yeah, enough already. I mean, I think because there's so much going on in pop culture and the film industry and TV that a lot of these stars are now so desperate to sort of cling on some kind of attention before something else like blows up and takes the attention away from them.
I think also these photos where in this day and age we should not have any blurry photos whatsoever, but these specific photos where they just so happen to catch them having this like moment at the SUV kissing at night after like dinner, I guess, or whatever event they were at. It just like it's so convenient, and also like
Mm,
in this day and age, paparazzi are not just driving around aimlessly running into people. Like either the agents are like setting these things up, selling the photos, getting a kickback. Like, I mean, listen, Kim Kardashian's been known for like working with Backgrid, allegedly,
mhm,
but
mhm.
paying the paparazzi and keeping them on payroll because she gets all the photos first, she edits them, and then they sell it, and then she gets a kickback. So it's just like these celebrities that are like exposed by the paparazzi. I'm like, it's not the early 2000s anymore. You can't, they're not just sitting outside of your house for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely. It's not like the old days, in the olden days, right? Now you just like dial a paparazzi. To answer your question, like Mission, she does miss Harry, Olivia. Okay, I do see that she looks forward. I feel that she looks forward to something with him. Are they going on a trip? Question mark. Or was there a trip planned that maybe they sort of postponed might happen. But she
Mm.
definitely feels off, like she's down. She does think about him for sure, but she's not sure she wants to get back. So she's a bit conflicted regarding that. There's the emotional side of her, and then there's the rational side of her, and those are at odds. So, but yeah, she does. There is still some love and compassion and all that lingering over there. Danny, okay, I have no idea who the Escape sisters are, so you guys have to let me know. I haven't been watching that. Giorgio, who are the Escape
I
sisters?
am just now trying to get, I haven't seen the show, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and I
Mm.
haven't talked about it yet because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But there's a couple things going on with, I guess. So Xscape is Candy Burris. She used to be a part of this girl group in the
Oh yeah.
90s, and
Hmm.
then SWV is another girl group from the 90s that was kind of
Hmm.
similar to Xscape. They both now have come together. They're doing a tour collectively, but I guess they're rehashing some um, past business deals that went wrong, or people that got a cut of something that they shouldn't have possibly. So I'm still trying to get my yes. Ask Kempire's been covering it very well. So if you guys
Okay,
want an
yeah,
update on that, he's been keeping up with all of it, because I know that one of the members has been doing like podcasts or interviews talking about specific things. And Candy's got a lot of drama right now in general. She's also like been feuding with what's her name, Tamar.
Mhm.
So she's just got her hands full with everything, but I haven't watched the show yet. It looks like it's been very entertaining though.
That's interesting. So Campari covers that. So yeah, I will watch it. So it's been 3 or 4 seasons. Well, now that we're sort of like waiting for the I don't know, the next best Bravo show because Miami's out. We're done. New Jersey, I can't really get into it. I can't really get that into it this season. I
It's
don't know why.
not really. I think people are burned out from the whole Teresa and Melissa and Joe storyline,
Yeah,
honestly, and there's not much else. The new girls are doing fantastic, I will say. I try to give
I
them
agree.
the attention. Danielle specifically is
Love
really,
her.
she's in the midseason trailer. The midseason trailer was very lackluster. There wasn't a lot of
True.
anything really. So I don't really know if they're going to be able to pull in the numbers for the remaining part of the season.
I can't get into that either, Gabrielle. I can't. I can't get into that show.
You got really? I was just gonna say that we like binged it last night.
Really?
I love
Okay.
it. I think it's great. And you know what I think I like about it? They're talking about being housewives, which I like. Now, some of the drama
Mm,
is like typical stuff, but the actual like issues with Heather and Whitney is interesting to see
mm.
pick up, because they had just finished filming their season 3 that we just watched when they did that trip. So they're still kind of in lingering um, stuff. But I mean, it's not like the best thing ever, but I think it's good for the purpose of understanding where everyone is in real life around the show.
Maybe I'll give it more of a go because I watched like almost the whole first episode, and then I dropped it, and that's like an indication to me if I can't really follow like a whole episode. To me, that means that
I will say it gets better at episode 3.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it starts picking up afterwards.
Yeah. I feel like episode 1's not a good depiction of it, I will say.
No, but never is. Usually episode 1 is never of any franchise is never like the one that
it's always
gives
boring.
It. Yeah, it's always this intro and let's get into it and let's set the mood and blah blah blah. And we're very impatient as like viewers anyways, because that's the life we live in. So hold on. Elizabeth Hernandez wants to know if the sister from Xscape Girls stole the royalty checks from her own sister, Lodge Scott. Okay, let me just draw I have no idea who we're talking about, but that doesn't affect the reading anyways.
It might make it even better for the people that do know who we're...
Exactly. So I want to know if the sister of whom Lodge Scott and Tamika Scott are the names. Okay, so those two are sisters, and one of them stole a royalty check from the other sister. I presume this is what's happened, right? So we want to know which one. Okay, I'm going to draw 2 cards. So they're called Lodge Scott and Tamika, right? Yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to start with Lodge. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. So let's see. Okay, that's Lodge. That's the first sister. And now we want Tamika. Ooh, okay, very interesting because with the first sister, Lodge Scott, she is she the one that lost the money? Because I feel that out of the 2 sisters, Lodge is the one that I don't trust. Let me just say, it's the one that I'm getting like really conflicting and weird energy and vibes around her. The other one, it seems to be like more likable or more emotional or more open energetically as well. But she got some money somehow, somewhere. So I would say from what I'm seeing and really quickly, just reading them and not really connecting to their energy. So Lodge Scott.
It's pronounced Latasha.
Because I saw that as Lodge there. Okay, Latasha, and then the other one's called Tamika.
Tamika, yeah.
Tamika. Okay.
So you're saying Latasha's the one that is not the trustworthy one of the 2?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. People are saying.
Does that make sense, guys, in the chat? Does that ring true to what's going on?
Thank you, guys. I don't even know their names, and I was just reading how it was spelled. Thank you, Latasha. All right.
Elizabeth says yes.
All right. And okay, let's see. And possibly the mom as well stole the money. So that is on par because yeah. So that's exactly, it's been confirmed. It's been confirmed. I feel that the second sister Tamika is more maybe on the show, or like she seems more likable or more relatable, let's just say, as opposed to her sister. She comes across like more lovey-dovey and more open and more affectionate and blah blah blah. So this is what I'm getting, you guys.
Wow.
So people are saying it's an accurate read. There you go. It's always more accurate. The less I know, the better.
That's why I was saying it's probably going to be good, because it's like you don't know who we're talking about.
And speaking of Georgia, because we were talking before we came on about a little bit about the more our channels grow, the more like trolls we get and comments. So here's the funny thing. I got a comment under one of the channeling videos that I did. And I don't remember who it was right now. So, and they were just like a freaking whole thesis of a comment. Okay. Just going on and on about how I should have done my research. I'm like, I'm a reader. I don't want to do research. I read. That's why you guys trust that I know what I'm talking about and I've got a gift, because I'm not going to do my research before I come on to tell you what I read on Wikipedia or on Reddit or whatever, because that's not how I work. But I thought that was really amusing and entertaining, where you can't do, honestly, you can't do right on YouTube sometimes.
No, there's just going to be people that are just going to find anything to say. It's just, and well, for me, mine has always historically been my eyebrows. I've been bullied for my eyebrows since
Please
I've
share.
officially been on the internet. I was telling Natalie the last 2 weeks, I think I've gotten more hate comments and messages around my eyebrows than I ever have. They're really angry. They're like mad. I was telling her too. I was like, I've been getting Venmo. Like people are like, I'll Venmo you to go get your eyebrows done. Please, please. It's like, geez Louise, no.
Shall we get a crowdfunding going? And so
I'm gonna start a
Georgia gets
GoFundMe
his
for my
eyebrows done.
eyebrows.
But your eyebrows are super like on flick, like they're just so great. Like you can tell that you really take care of your eyebrows.
I try, but it just they're clearly offending people.
It agrees.
Thank you. No, you know what's funny? It's only on TikTok.
Ugh,
It's only on TikTok. Every other platform never have this issue. It's just TikTok. So
Yeah,
just
every platform has different types of trolling and different types of negativity, which is entertaining for
it
us,
is.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to say that everyone's saying, wow, I'm impressed. Everyone's impressed. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being impressed. And that's why the less I know, the better, you guys, because you'll get even more impressed. Because obviously, listen, we're humans as well. Obviously, that's why I can't read for myself. Okay. If I take the cards and I read for myself, I can't. Why? Because I'm prejudiced. I'm biased.
Yeah.
My ego, pops in.
Mm-hmm.
Rational thinking. So then I just drown in it. So I'd rather go to my mentor and have her read me or someone else. And I do go to different ones. I can 1 month I may go to, and I don't go every month, but when I go, one time might be an astrologer, the next time might be a numerologist, the other one could be a tarot reader, the other time might be a medium. So I switch it up. Okay, when I want readings. But it's so hard because the more information you have, that's when you're thinking, and that's why if you're a seasoned reader, it's hard, but you can do it. It's because your rational thinking just kicks in. And you're like, I know this information, but let's say the card is telling me something different. Let's say the card is telling you something completely different to what everyone else thinks or what you think about a situation. That's when you start, if you're not a seasoned reader, that's when you start fighting inside, and you're like, okay, what is it? What's the truth? What is going on? That's why I'm just saying, the less you know, the better. So Tyler Henry, the Hollywood medium, it's a good thing that he's completely ignorant of pop culture and things like that, because he's very good at what he does, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, Selah says doing research comes off as inauthentic, as long as you don't pretend you don't do research. Because I do know there are readers out there on YouTube and TikTok that do pretend they don't, they're not informed or aware of certain topics. But because I can read through them, I know they're lying. So just, you guys just use your intuition when you follow readers, healers, mediums. Everyone's talking about your brows now. Everyone's like,
I'm gonna take Denise's hashtag and just I'm gonna start adding that to my content. Team Georgio's eyebrows.
We should start a movement. I'm
gonna start a nonprofit organization for people who have been bullied for their eyebrows.
And you should change your logo, like your branding, and just put the 2 eyebrows, 2 eyebrows, Georgio says, or eyebrow says. You can even call it eyebrow says, just troll the trolls is the best thing you can do. Oh, dear God. So I think, you guys, we can wrap up this show. It was a great show.
Great show.
Who joined us. Don't forget to like the video. I keep forgetting to remind you, but please, doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Please like the video. Subscribe to us if you're new here. Subscribe to Georgio. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram, TikTok too. Everything's down below in the description box. You can find everything. If you want to book a private reading with me, go ahead and book it. The website is right here on your screen and down in the description box too. If you want to buy crystals from me, high quality, ethically sourced crystals, you can find those in the description box too. There's a lot. Just basically, just visit the description box on your way out. After you've hit that like button, you can just, and then you can go about and do your own thing.
Perfect.
Right, you guys. Thank you all for joining us today. What a great show. We'll see you again next week. Lots of love from us.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.